Okay, let's get this incredibly hot and sweaty live stream started. I don't know why it's so bad, but today, for some reason, today is really, really bad. Last week was horrible. And it's not... Whoever thinks a hot, sweaty day that is still and no air movement is nice can go rot. Should actually go out in it and swelter and sweat and be miserable. Because it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. You know, heat is less of a problem when it's a dry heat. But at the moment, it's not a dry heat. It's a very, very warm heat. It's just hot and miserable. Also, just the other day I just went on Fallout 4 to just check the Creation Club. Nothing free this week because there's new shit, which means there was a new patch which does fuck all except change the version number. I am still, I think it's 1.10.98 now is the official version number. I am still running it on 1.10.82. There is no fucking difference whatsoever. I just can't be asked to update everything Fallout script extender related every time Bethesda decides to push more Creation Club content. Why they need to change the EXE, I don't know. It's probably to do with consoles. So, where do I go? Just jump off. Oh, it was a swimming water anyway. Actually, you know, let's go swimming a bit. Let's go swimming. I see a boat out there, let's head towards it. We haven't been to Spectral Island. I think that's pretty much where it is. So, swim, 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 swim. But it's just hot and miserable. And it looks predicted to carry on at least all of this week. So, if you got a dry heat, consider yourself lucky. If you're nice and I'm using nice as a sarcasm. If it's humid, you're fucked. For lack of a better word. Oh, that's Spectral Island, in which case, what's this boat? Oh, something's died. I don't know what it... Wait, 82? That seems a bit much for a kill. Yeah, I see a boat. I'm going for it. Oh, Barge City just appeared out of nowhere. Let's go have a look at the Barge. That's Spectral Island. There is a generally accepted thing that Spectral Island is the biggest settlement. I'm not sure, you know, then Sanctuary. Then I think Starlight Drive-In, actually. Although the Nuclear World Red Rocket's pretty big. In terms of useful space, though, I don't think anything compares with Spectral Island. In fact, it's so big that apparently if you have building on each of the corners, settlers get a bit confused. It's that big. Yeah, someone clearly was living out on this barge. Yeah, this is the sort of thing that I like about Fallout, is just going around and finding little... You know, there's no quests, nothing, there's nothing of any sort of, like, spoken or even written dialogue, but it's just a sort of, you know, little stories told in the locations. This place was clearly a family's little home, floating home, and then when they died, they put them in a coffin and floated them out to sea. It's, you know, it's a bit tragic, but it's safer than most places. You know, you live off fish and whatever you can grow on board in your little greenhouse area, which also happens to be the bedroom. You know, it's a garbage barge. There's a couple of garbage barges stuck together. Unless this just happened to be garbage barges that happened to come by. I mean, there's absolutely nothing here in terms of, like, useful shit. There's a bit of salvage and that's about it, but it's the little stories that's told by it. You know, that's the sort of thing they really like about Fallout. You know, it's something stream chat viewers see. Gotta reload it for some reason, it does that a lot. But it's one of the things I really like about Fallout is just the little details. You know, barnacles. Spooky. Yeah. Funny, these boats actually have shit in them. You know, like the consoles and shit, which most boats in our city don't. You know, you do get, with Fallout 4, you do get the distinct impression there was supposed to be more stuff to do with water. You get that distinct impression that there was supposed to be more than there is. You know, the fact that there's a detail out here in the, what is effectively the arse end of nowhere. I mean, look on the map, there is nothing out here other than a few boats. You know, it's just a sort of you know, it's just strange details in the middle of nowhere. Ugh, go get on a barge. See a forklift with the go multi-direction back wheels and conventional front wheel. Bits of plane, what looks like a jet, you know, probably transporting a jet in or a crash, or it could be a pre-crashed plane, and they're transporting a crash plane from a crash site. You know, it's sort of, you can't quite tell, but it's definitely bits of plane, so maybe it's like an air crash investigation sort of thing. And that's the thing, you can make up little stories about each location. Look, there's another boat. We're not going to Spectacle Island just yet. Oh, hello, Just Salinas, and hello, Jaden Herrera. Oh, gone underwater, can't see a thing. Pip-Boy light shit. I think the Pip-Boy light is the equivalent of getting a backlight on a Game Boy. It's not exactly very good. It's essential to make it, but unlike a backlight on a Game Boy, it actually makes it unreadable if it wasn't for the fact that because it makes the whole screen glow so much. Which is funny because like the likes of a Game Boy somehow managed to produce light without actually producing light, and they were unreadable without it. Let's see. So this looks like obviously it's sinking, but there was clearly something going on here to need a police presence, so they were probably smuggling shit, so there might actually be something worth having on board. Maybe. I don't expect anything to be on board these things, actually. You know, the fact that there's so many just tugboats around, and like one boat that requires a tugboat. Get on a police boat. They just look, you know, clearly some sort of smuggling raid. Oh, I think I know what was going on. The police were stopping them because they were stealing the boys. Because look, hooked up. We're trying to hook. I think it's supposed to be hooked on, but they sort of bob out of sync. So they were trying to steal boys, and the police were trying to stop them. Time is a British time. It's about 11:09. Might as well go to Spectacle Island now. There is actually a semi-unique thing that you have to do to claim it. I don't have a settlement build, so I'm not going to fart around with the settlement side of things. I'm just going to claim it. I'll claim it, but I won't do any settlement shit because I don't have anything. Leave the outfits. Ooh, it's safe. And his shit shack was clearly built too crap to build. Looking how it fell through the floor.
Nice.
You know, it clearly pushed through the floor and collapsed the shit shack. Oh no! Lurks! Oh. crawling in my face. Oh fuck, I'm using a different weapon. Use something a little more shotgun-y. That one didn't even seem to notice. I think he got in a place where he couldn't move. But all of this is a settlement. This entire island. It's one I really struggle coming up with ideas of how to utilise. Because it's so just decrepit. What little there is just so decrepit. You know, obviously this is sort of a shack, and you have to sort of choose a spot and build on that site. I think is the workshop in this little shed? No, it isn't. It's elsewhere. There's quite a lot of shit in Spectral Island. It's kind of an unusual sight, to say the least. Oh fuck it, use a shotgun. What is this, the Doom Super Shotgun? Like complete... Nah, it doesn't do enough damage to be classed like that. It has about as much range though. Oh, just die. Oh, just die. I swear that thing went down to lower health than that. There, just die. This place is Mirelurk land. It is so infested. I know Off-Rage by title and title alone, and that's it. That's all I know about it. I know it's... I think it's getting a sequel. I think that was that's probably the first I heard of it. Rage 2 at E3, and that's about it. That's about all I know. So... And, funnily enough, the only time I played Doom was I actually played it on PS4. Mainly because my father was playing it, he sucked so bad that he needed help, and I had to sort of carry him through it. It was kind of sad. He does suck at gaming. It really suck. Overkill much? Basically you have to power the boat up, if I'm remembering this correctly. Followed... Oh, I heard a Mirelurk Queen. You know what? Fuck, I'm going to try to fight her at close range. Run. Oh, the missile launcher is so overpowered. Yeah, Fallout 76, I know, I discussed that in another video. It holds no interest to me until it gets single-player functionality, where I can play without other people and play with mods. No mods and no single-player. Yeah, no dice. I really don't give a shit about multiplayer. It's just not a concept I find appealing. It's not... Fallout is a solo experience. You play it exactly how you want to. Basically, this is how you claim the settlement. You turn on a Mirelurk deterrent, and the Mirelurks fuck off. And the Mirelurks just fuck off. They're gone now. It's also, I think, the only settlement that actually has... one of very few settlements that actually has power by default. Because of the boat provides power. And 20 is a lot of power Ghost Recon, heard of it. Never really, that's about it. You know, I've heard of many games, I just don't have interest in any of them. I'm quite, well, let's just say I'm quite slow to adapt to change. Change is not my friend. Just seeing actually what you can scrap in the shack and what you can't. No, you can't even scrap a big part, so most of this shack is a complete waste of time. Little floating home. The rowboat special by the looks of it. Well, in the nuclear apocalypse, where would you want? Being out in the water is probably one of the safer places to be. I mean, my looks can't exactly swim, and those creatures all seem to be dead by now, so it's probably one of the safest places you could be. You might not want to be too far away from land, though, because you might have to go for supplies. The benefit to being in the water is there's only one way someone could really come up on you, and that is from the surface. Wait, what? What's hostile in the... I thought I'd claimed the castle. I thought I'd claimed this place. Or did I not... No, I must have outright not bothered. How did you... What is it with off shells today? They just don't want to... Dead Island? That's a name I don't even recognise. Where's... Okay, Molotov time. Honestly, the Molotovs are the most useful thing to use here. We basically need to purge everything so you can actually build a shit here. Apparently, it looks like I've already done that. Nope. The reason the Molotov works is, well, it makes sure that none of the bloody Mirelurks spawn. It kills them with its fire. Oh, I think the Mirelurk Queen spawned. I heard an ominous cue. Dead by Daylight, I think I've heard the name, but I don't have a clue what it is. I think it involves zombies. I mean, the name implies zombies. I mean, but that again, no clue. Has the Queen spawned?
There we go.
I hear crabbing, but I don't see crabbing. Yeah, she has spawned. Oh, without how overpowered the rocket launcher is, that would have been very difficult. One big fireball later, and the Mirelurks are gone. Oh, you don't want to spawn? Well, I'll just blow you out. Now, there is no point doing anything with the castle. There really isn't any point doing it, because the Mirelurk shit stays there. So I've got to give it time to go away. It's just kind of annoying. It's just basically it only purpose is to serve the Minutemen. And if you do anything to that radio transmitter, you can fuck up the Minutemen royally. So if you intend to do the Minutemen, do not delete anything in that settlement with transfer settlements, because it might accidentally destroy the transmitter. And if you do that, you are beyond fucked. I'm not even kidding, you are absolutely fucked if you destroy the transmitter. Doesn't sound like your average super mutant. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. I'll use my super pistol. Not very good, are they, these super mutants? Not very bright. The Gorillas! Is that a band? It sounds like a band. You die in it. I die, more like you die. As Hedo Explodo. Creedy, do you do anything? Like, actually do anything? Whee! Love it. Fuck it, sometimes you just have to use VATS to find them. This pistol is so overpowered. Look at it.
Do the living, God the spoils.
So overpowered. Look. How did that get so far from water? Yeah, well. Rooster Teeth, that sounds like another band. Ugh, hand cream time. Not quite sure why I'm doing it here, because I sort of know that there's something big, lizardy and evil just lurking around here, I'm sure of it. I have found them out here. Or it could just be crabby good nuts. I know what I'm going to do. If I can find it, of course. Keyword being if I can find it. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say what it is, but I know what I'm going to do if I can find it. I'm glad he didn't use that on me.
I've done this hundreds of times.
Oh no! Oh, you using? Oh, 4-4. Don't find those too often. I don't know if raiders use 4-4s. Apparently they do. Apparently they do. Okay. Pretty mole rat. What an amount of what a pile of garbage. For lack of a better word, that's all this house is. What about the next house? Next house must have something. Oh, another great pile of garbage. Oh, it's a... Yep, mole rat. Just kind of annoying. Not really dangerous. They don't attack much. Just sort of annoy. Let's see. What can I buff now? Pick a perk. Any perk. It's gotta be one that actually has a purpose, though. Like, bobby pins are way too common for that to ever be a use. Terminals reset so fucking quickly that that has no purpose. Yep, that'll do it. You know, it is a case of, like, terminals reset so fast to make that completely useless. Okay, let's see what the torn letter said. Torn letter. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. There it is, torn letter. No, apparently I can't even read a torn letter, and apparently I have far more perk points than I thought. That is so useless. It's not even like they actually have any action point cost anyway. Oh great, there's so many useless perks and so little... How many perk points? Devilman, that sounds like another band. There, melee is now super powered. Get Blitz and it just becomes ridiculous. Because Blitz is just ridiculous. As a perk, Blitz is just unbelievable. It's so bad. It's so silly. And no, University Point is not where I was planning to go. At least VATS actually has range in Fallout 4. Unlike VATS in New Vegas, which couldn't hit the broadside of a barn while you're standing next to said barn. It makes stormtroopers look accurate. And when you make stormtroopers look accurate... Oh, that's an Eradicator, that's like the top level one. Nope. And that's why melee in Fallout 4 sucks. It's because enemies can start an attack much faster than you're really fucking slow at. And there is no such thing as a combo either. You're basically just so slow to attack, it's painful. Death Battle, isn't that a series on YouTube? I swear I've seen the name come up a few times. It could also be a band, I don't know. I know where I'm going. Well, I don't have the faintest clue where I'm actually going. I know where I want to go, but I don't have the faintest clue where I'm going. You know, I only ever find it by accident, so... What the f... What are you, a blood bug? Come back! What, you want to be a blood bug? Clearly he thought he was a blood bug. Blood bugs have an annoying habit of just running away. Oh, you're punching! Are you a punchy raider? And see, everything staggers! And the staggers fully interrupt melee, and which makes melee pretty much useless. You know, that is why melee is useless. It's because it's so awkward. Also, I think I've lost X6. I think she's well and truly lost. You know, I'm just gonna do the age-old way of getting companions back, which is to fast travel to the location you're actually at, and that tends to bring them back to you. If not, I might have to console her back. She might have got lost. She isn't exactly well known for following well. Nah, I think I heard a power. Yep, she's back. She probably got stuck in the water, and because power armor moves like a slug in water. You basically move so fucking slow that you can't go anywhere. You basically have to choose to a sentry boot. You basically choose to abandon it. It's quick because it's quicker. I would love if one of these actually hit. Turret? Oh, must be near that raider base. Back here. Yeah, you like bleeding. I'll give you a nosebleed. Oh, Raiders. You actually think you stand a chance? It's kind of sad and sweet at the same time that they actually think they stand a chance. I can't aim for shit, but I can still kill Raiders. Raiders are just crap. Oh look! AK. Painted sledgehammer. I must have got out of a pack member. This makes a pack even more laughable than they were if they lost to fucking Raiders. Obviously I've heard of Overwatch, and I sort of know what Overwatch is. You know, I don't play it, I don't have interest really in it, but I know what it is. It's more than, which is more than most games actually, I do actually know what Overwatch is. Actually, I think it is along one of these highways, so if I follow this highway, maybe I find it. Oh, mole rats. It's a mole rat, it does a good job burying itself. Let's see. I hope this is the right highway. I'm sure it was near a highway where I'm going. That'll do. I don't want to go for that tunnel. Particularly. Actually, I might stick me right where I want to be, so I might actually... Yeah, I'll go for the tunnel. Oh, Raider. Look at all that green paint. Look at all that green... There's green paint everywhere in Fallout 3. Oh wait, no. Fallout 3 has the green filter on everything, so everything that even isn't green is green, and everything that is green is even more green. Well, Fallout 4 just has green paint absolutely everywhere. It's better than the green filter. Anything's better than the green filter. The green filter is tasteless. Oh, die. I do a glory kill on your ass. Doink. Oh no! Ferals! I can't hit a feral at point blank range. How bad is my aim? If you watch my TF2 streams, you'll find out that it's very, very bad. Like, really, really bad. Oh, that is evil. That is evil on a minigun now. Well. Yeah, well, I drank the water. I was trying to loot the ghoul. Take Stimpack, fix that broken arm immediately, because Stimpack's broken. Which Sonic? There's so many Sonic games. Most of the recent ones are really bad. Yeah, Sonic game. Way too many Sonic games. In fact, Sonic is a series I wish would just die. And fuck. Someone turned the back of this bus into a teddy bear hospital. Yes. Appropriate response there, Hancock, for what we just saw. Duncan Gnomes! Classless beings. I wonder if there's a drunken gnome who's actually gone more than 1 minute without being drunk. I mean, they must consume all the alcohol in the universe. That must be their ultimate goal. Let's see, this might be the right end. Oh, that was a head shooter. Yeah, I drank the scummy water rather than trying to loot the ghoul. Talk about fail. So the ghoul actually got impaled on that. Now I think it's actually around here somewhere, so I don't want to be up here, I want to be above it, if preferable. If I know where I'm going, which I don't. Ooh, quantum. Well, let's see, if that's Fens Street, are we sort of there? Actually, that's exactly where I want to be. The bridge, perfect. That's a movie. Yeah, I think Godzilla vs. Gamera. I know of Godzilla. You know, I know some of Godzilla's enemies, but I know of Godzilla. I think is the best way to describe it. Radars. You know, it's a cheap way of getting free shots with that, is to do that. Game Grumps is a YouTuber, if I remember correctly. It's, well, a pair of YouTubers, if I remember correctly. Are you just trying to test my memory, see what I know? Because if you are, it's working. Ah, cricket, good.
Cricket.
Complete nut job.
Buy my big guns now because you bet your ass our enemies will.
Oh, bear's coming.
Anything today? You leading?
Fucking bear. And a bear. It's a bear.
Hey,
It doesn't take very many shots.
Melting face? Then I'm your girl.
You are clearly drugged up on something. I mean, look at that pale skin. Complete lack. of like meat on the body at all. You know, we'll buy all the ammo, even the ones I don't need, like flares. Can't be asked to buy the fusion cores one I want. Hello, Perry McSwager, Jason. I don't have to. No, I know there's no bloody line limit on YouTube because I've seen people with ridiculously long names. Handmade, 10 mil. Fat man. Plus 9. Why do I have it? Where did I pick those up? There are better ones to have. Well, this will be the first time in my life where I don't have enough money to actually get money from these. Okay, Jay, that's easy enough to say. I know off Fortnite, I wish I didn't. I am sick of seeing fucking ads for Fortnite. I want that fad to die fast. I'm sick of seeing it. I am sick of hearing about it. I could die happy knowing I'll never have to see it again. More crap, more crap, more crap, more crap, more crap, more crap. Lots more crap. So much crap. So much. How do I pick up? How do I collect so much so quickly? Actually, I want to pass those lessons back. They're unique and rare. Well, semi-unique. There's not many of them in the entire game. There's only like a couple powers I need to strip that. More crap. You know what crap do I pick up? I thought I did a shopping purge not long ago. I swear I did a purge not so long ago. Maybe I didn't get through all this bloody armor. Pokemon is a franchise that really should die gracefully. Although it's gone past the chance to do that, it just keeps churning out more and they get less and less imaginative as they go. Do I need to bring up the ice cream or the trash bag? No, I think it's safe to say the trash bag's the least inventive at all. It is a trash bag with a face drawn on it, and that's it. They have gotten beyond uncreative at this point. So shit, and yeah, I'm actually nearing the end. Wow, I've actually... No, I'm sure I have some drugs I can sell. I'm convinced I have enough drugs I can sell to actually make a profit from this. The whole Hulk, yeah, I know off the Hulk. I've seen enough Marvel movies to know what the Hulk is. Mentats, they're drugs. Alcohol. Sell that shit. Guaranteed market for it. Especially at the moment. In the real world, there is a lot of need for alcohol. Because it is football, which means that there is beer, and lots and lots and lots of it. Yay, I'm in profit land. Can't go. Does a mosquito spit do? Max HP. That's what it does. Not a drug, it can stay. See, even at my worst, I still make a profit. There we go. Cricket hasn't attacked me, that's a good sign. I have known Cricket to just randomly attack out of nowhere. After you do a trade with her, she just randomly attacks for no reason. Probably because she's a junkie. Vault 81. One of the few civilized vaults in the entire world. What are you doing? Turning into Spock? You know, you'd find anything to be edible, wouldn't you? I didn't see any rations at all. Oh, Jurassic World. Another franchise that really should die. I mean, they just get more and more laughable every time. I mean, they're enjoyable, I'll give them that, but they are laughably bad. They just get, like, more and more silly every time. I couldn't believe that it was a fourth one, let alone a fifth one.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet.
Well, your vault doesn't have a vault network?
Taken care of here in 81.
Just looking to do a little...
Actually, I've heard of Naruto, some form of anime, I think, and that, probably a few games as well, but I think it was primarily an anime.
Ma'am, some new Commonwealth traveler. Not one of our usual traders.
Well, if someone wants in, they can earn it like everyone else. Let me speak to them.
You gonna let me in?
Officer Edwards here, Christian. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange.
I'm interested. What is it you need?
Fusion cores. 3, to be exact. You get the fusion cores.
Why do they need fusion cores?
I already have the fusion cores you need.
Really? Well then, I'll be down to meet you.
Finding 3 fusion cores should be a chore, but it really isn't. It's surprisingly easy, actually. They're way too common.
I heard we had a trader in today.
Yeah, I'm sure you're looking for more donuts. I happen to be bringing donuts, so... It's a... Oh, I hear radio. I forgot that there would be radios in here. The radio must be muted. Oh, of course I've heard of Mario. If I haven't heard... I know that Mario was also originally called Jumpman. Again, it's another series I think that's a bit overlived its welcome.
Excuse me, Overseer.
Ready to talk now? Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient.
That's funny. You should have the Vault one.
So you do rely on the Commonwealth.
A bit, yes. Although some here would argue that opening our doors was a mistake.
I've heard of Family Guy. I've seen enough of it to know that it just isn't funny. It just does not appeal to me at all.
Aren't you curious about the Commonwealth and what it has to offer?
Of course. But my duty is to these people and keeping them safe. We receive a few select traders often enough to stay well informed. That's why I like to use a give-and-take system.
You know, the Vault clearly provides enough food because there's quite a few fatties around here.
Now, if you're ready,
Here you go. I'm sure you'll put them to good use.
I won't, but Dr. Pensky certainly will. Now, I have work to do. If you need anything else...
Why would a medical doctor need fusion cores?
Hey there.
So, we got a new visitor today. Don't say anything, but man, I'd love to be out there.
It takes some preparation. I'd learn how to use a gun, and be ready to use it before I went out there.
I've never even touched a gun. Now, I can't even say if our security has seen any real combat. But with the hours we're working these days, I'm not even sure where I'd find the time to practice.
Pyro! WM1! The first thing I think of when I hear Pyro is WM1.
Hard work pays off. And you guys are maintaining the vault, right?
Trying to, at least. They say it's all the moving parts that have us working round the clock these days. Structurally, I guess 81 is still pretty sound. Vault Tech sure knew what they were doing.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't Control Vault, which were built like crap and sort of rotted after 30 years. You know, it's kind of... they're not exactly the best condition.
No signs of radiation. Impressive.
Hello, Vault Scientists.
It never ends around here.
Hey, Ashes. What are you doing up here? Ashes, where are you going? Ash!
Cat's escaping.
I'm not going to like this.
Oh yeah, I've got the Vault Rifle.
Pardon me, officer.
The Overseer...
Did I either missed that security guy or he spawned before? Because that is definitely Vault patination. Yeah, it's inappropriate that Vault 81 would. Of course, nothing placed around well, but because that's not on the level list.
Any negative reports about you, outsider?
I might have missed Edwards. I had to reply manually to each one.
Do us all a favor and behave yourself.
I'm pretty sure I might have missed him. I know what for a fact I missed. I put the wrong level list on one of the Atom Cats, so he had a Vault Rifle instead of a Atom Cat's rifle. I sort of cocked up Royal and put the wrong one on. You know, I've since fixed that, but of course you won't see the Atom Cats ones because I think I loaded them in before. Because once an NPC's loaded, they're loaded. No change to their equipment will take place. Yeah, Vault 81, it just looks like every other Vault.
Are you really from the Commonwealth?
Me? No. I'm from the moon. Still got cheese on my shoes.
I guess that was a dumb question.
It was. That's why it needed that answer.
If you want, just 5 caps.
It's scalping, but...
Okay. Give me the tour, Austin.
you know, it is scalping, but it's...
I gotta show you to Erin. She's gonna flip. Follow me. We'll start over here.
You know, it just is nice to humour the kid. You actually gonna say anything, or are you just gonna be marvelling at my Corsa? Marvel at my Corsa. Carry on.
I'm heading out. Don't wait up for me.
Again? Tour just started, but I need your help here.
Oh, I failed. I left too far.
Please, you haven't needed my help in years. Whatever it is, it can wait.
Oh, so Aaron and I can just wait? You're gone more than you're here. Whatever happened to loving husband and father?
Stop nagging at me, Alexis.
Our Commonwealth guest, welcome to the depot. And pardon the clutter, I don't get much time to tidy up these days.
No time? Why not?
Ugh, where to begin? When you're dealing with items that are all over 200 years old, some days it's all I can do to... But you probably don't want to hear about all that.
Do you run this place by
I'm just
yourself?
surprised that they have a fake window.
Once you need him, he's nowhere.
Never heard of Vampire's Joker.
Is more help than he is.
The cat? Right, I bet it takes care of all the chores around here.
I wish. But Ash is a sweet, faithful, and never runs off.
Didn't I just see a cat just run off?
Cat, what do you have for me?
Not today.
I'm here if you do.
I definitely just saw the cat run away. You actually have undamaged goods, it's amazing.
Your Pip-Boy ever act up on you? Mine's been glitchy lately.
Might be because it's getting a bit snug in there.
Hopefully 81 will quit her fussing long enough to give us folks a decent break.
Calvin,
Sorry, new gal. Not a lot of time to talk right now.
Say Vault 81's generally quite friendly. See, you got a Vault rifle. See? Yeah, he's got a Vault rifle. I'm sure they go. I think all the residents have Vault pistols. I'm sure he gave them all like pistols. Nope, just a dead room. Where I can never find my way around in vaults. It's sort of a failing of mine. My navigational skills are terrible.
Calvin's always looking for tools. I heard he'll pay caps if you got him.
Aren't you supposed to stop me from coming in here? And robbing the place blind? I get this distinct impression that's what he's supposed to be doing. Oh, fuck it. It's only 10 seconds locked now. I can look in the other room while doing that. The overseer's quarters. One posh bathroom. And now I can try and go in the terminal again. I always fail royally at these, so it doesn't end in D. That's helpful. That leaves it with just one answer. I'm gonna go through a lot of stims down here. Considering they're not in the world getting hurt, they do need a lot of stims. See, oh, I've definitely heard of GTA. It's sort of peaked with. I think it sort of peaked with San Andreas. San Andreas was fun. Yes, I have fond memories of San Andreas on PS2.
On my watch, and I don't want to start today.
Hybridization. It's got to be a flaw in the hybridization.
Careful, outsider.
Okay, okay. If Penske is this one, then what the fuck does she need fusion cores for?
A little discoloration. Strong cellular plant structure. Hi.
Cutting them open to... I've heard of Bioshock, but that's about it.
I'll have to see how it holds up to exposure. Ah, you'll do perfectly. I'm in need of a willing test subject to try this new strain of fruit I've created.
Fruit? Ew.
Why? It's a new strain of newt fruit that I just developed. It should be nutritious and remove radiation poisoning. But I need a test subject to try it.
Oh well.
Sure.
Got Einstein.
I like fruit. Excellent. Just tell me how it tastes and how it makes you feel. Now, where did I put that Geiger counter?
Fresh mute fruit. Why do I get the distinct impression this is not going to be nice?
Excuse me, Dr. Penske.
Did you try the fruit? Tell me, how was it?
Disgusting.
Go back to the drawing board. It was terrible.
Blast. No wonder Austin wouldn't eat it. He's got a good nose for these things, that boy. Since you've been so helpful, maybe you can help out in another capacity.
Iron Man, I've definitely heard. I've seen enough movies with Iron Man in to know that.
Special nourishment, especially the carrots. If you can keep an eye
tech dweeb inside a suit.
I'll be more than happy to compensate you for your efforts.
Sure, I can do that.
Really? Great. I was dreading having to put in another request to the overseer.
Well, considering you're getting fusion cores for no good reason. Also, how can you lose your Geiger counter? It's right there! I was a bloody food tech teacher I had in high school. Lost her keys, and her keys were actually on her belt. Like attached to a belt on like a piece of elastic cord.
Thanks, Horatio. I love it. I didn't think I'd ever make it in with the hours I've been working.
But you did, and now you look completely refreshed. Just remember, a couple
couple months and you come back and see me. Now, off with you.
There we go.
Get some rest.
No promises there, but I'll try.
Oh, Hancock wants to talk. I love how a resident walks between us.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, it ain't anything bad. Just asking you to take care of Bobby. I ain't proud of that. That sort of dictatorial shit ain't usually my style.
She tried to dupe us both. Dealing with her was the right move.
True. But it doesn't change the fact that she's out of the picture because of us. Hell, that sort of bull's the whole reason I became mayor in the first place. Some ass named Vic ran the town for I don't know how long before that. Guy was
I've heard of Minecraft, no interest in it. I know enough about what it is. Not much, no.
Every so often he'd let them off the leash, go blow off some steam on the populace at large. Folks with homes could lock their doors, but us drifters, we got it bad. There was one night, some drifter said something to them. They cracked him open like a can of cram on the pavement. And we all just stood there, did nothing.
How could you do that? You should have intervened.
Easy to say now, but you weren't there. I would have ended up the same, or worse. I felt like less than nothing. Afterwards, I got so high, I blacked out completely.
That takes some doing, because I think he's got quite... He can take quite a lot. Oh, The Purge is just a ridiculous concept for a movie. How it's made so many sequels is beyond me.
I might have still been high, but those clothes spoke to me. Told me what I needed to do.
Also, spoke to you while you were high. You were high.
As Hancock. After that, I went clean for a bit, got organized. Convinced Cleo to loan me some hardware. Got a crew of drifters together and headed out into the ruins. Started training. Next time Vic's boys went on their tear, we'd be ready for them.
The fact that you're standing here and Vic isn't would suggest things went well.
Oh yeah. So, the night of, we all got loaded. Let Vic's boys get good and hammered. And burst from the windows and rooftops where we'd been hiding. They never even saw it coming. We didn't have to fire a shot. We didn't have to. But we sure fucking did.
Good old good neighbour. I've heard of Undertale, I don't know much about it, I just heard of it. I knew it was a fad for a while, so that put me right off. When something's a fad, off it go. It immediately puts me right off it.
And all the people of Good Neighbor assembled below. I had to say something. That first time I said them, they didn't even feel like my words. Of the people...
Oh, brother.
was my inaugural address. Became Mayor Hancock of Good Neighbor that day. And from then on, I vowed I'd never stand by and watch. Ever again.
You fought so hard to become mayor. Why leave?
I ain't really honest, Diane. When an instinct takes hold...
And if that instinct says drink, stick this drug into body, do it. Because Hancock's a nutter.
I just hope you get where I was coming from. I ain't out to bring harm to anyone that didn't earn it. Though I'm getting the distinct idea you...
Oh no, I just shoot whatever deserves. Everyone deserves this. Do you want to say anything?
Be on the open road. Good Neighbor was starting to wear out its welcome.
What makes you say that?
Good Neighbor was a good place to look for work, but a crappy place to hang your hat. Let's put it this way. Can't get much rest when you're sleeping with one eye open. Still, it was the best place for me to set up shop. Diamond City's goons would have run me out of town, and wandering the Commonwealth alone isn't the brightest plan when you're hard up for caps.
I know what theories are. They do not deserve the persecution they get.
In times like these, caps make little sense.
They might make little sense to you, but right now, I need every cap I can get.
I'm not paying you a single cap more than we agreed.
I'm not trying to gouge you for more caps.
Yes, you are.
I go around sharing stuff like this, but you've been pretty straight with me, so I'm gonna be straight with you. It's those two Those two idiots you saw me talking to.
Oh, he's trying to calm his foul mouth. He was really, really foul-mouthed in 3. Really foul-mouthed.
And I figured if I could get enough caps together, maybe I could buy them out.
Why not just kill them and be done with it?
If it was that simple, I would have done it already. Winlock and Barnes have a small army of gunners with them at all times. They might decide to just keep the caps and put a bullet in my head for good measure. If I set up a place to meet them, I'm sure they'd roll in with everyone they've got. Unless, maybe you and I could pay them a little visit and put an end to them before they realize what's going on. Before you get that look on your face, let me just say that I wouldn't even be asking if I didn't trust you.
If you need
Wipe out gunners, good idea. Can't go wrong with wipe out gunners.
I haven't been able to rely on anyone since I was a kid. Everyone I've met
The courier, that's player character of New Vegas. Check Fridays, that's a courier. Actually, apparently it turned into the Lone Wanderer, but still. You know, it was the courier for like the first 15 streams before I started to get bored of the desert.
With this, head over to the Mass Pike interchange and we'll take them down. If you don't, I'm not going to hold it against you. Either way, thanks for hearing me out. It's nice to know that you care.
Yeah, I just want to blast a gunner in the face. There's no harm in that, is there? Ow.
I'll be damned if that whole duct isn't gonna need replacing.
Excuse me, officer.
We got a barber here if you need it. Not saying you do. Damn it. I was just holding that wrench.
Yeah.
Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
The things you can touch, like your desk, your floor, your hand, they're all made up of matter. Things you can't touch, like light, heat, and radiation, are energy.
Sum that up. Let's ignore teaching time. Ow. Residential. Residential.
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel are down in the medical.
Down, you say?
They can patch you up.
Poor Erin. Her cat got loose in the Commonwealth.
No, this is all residential. Ah, there's medbay.
Welcome.
Gotta find a sick bay somewhere.
I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical?
Board win, just throws 100 master balls.
Sure. You can have some blood.
Excellent. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood.
That seat. There's only one seat in here. Oh, he wants me to go in a different seat. Apparently that seat can't sit in his seat.
This will only take a sec. Hardly heard a bit. Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
And this is the point where you just wait for 24 hours because he farts around. Luigi. The Mario that is second player of the Mario games. That's what Luigi is, and pretty much has never become anything more than. So Luigi. And he's always just sort of been player 2 in a Mario game. Okay, do you have anything to say now? I'm trying to start the quest doodles.
Out there specialize in facial reconstruction. I can't imagine attempting surgery in those conditions.
Dr. Forsyth?
As the doctor of Vault 81, I expect a certain amount of respect.
There's the arrogance of doctors. And yes, they actually are that arrogant in real life. They really are.
You're that wanderer from the Commonwealth. I'm Rachel. I assist Dr. Forsyth with his medical duties. Are you sick or injured?
Do you get a lot of patients in the vault?
No. The people of this vault are surprisingly healthy. If that's all, I have work to do.
Okay, I cannot for the life of me remember how to trigger a hole in the wall.
Careful, outsider.
You should stop by and see Horatio while you're here. Can't imagine you come across many barbers in the Commonwealth.
Hi there.
Huh?
Just
Hi there.
random children. You got a Volt rifle. It's the Volt shotgun. I don't know, there's some have shotguns, some have rifles, I think. Can't remember for the life of me how to start the quest.
It's been a while since someone from the Commonwealth last visited us.
I can't for the life of me remember how to start it.
Dr. Pensky runs a hydroponics lab here. She may have some work to do.
Oh, lovely. You go from the door from the nice clean vault to the reactor, and that's a disgusting filth heap.
Please direct any maintenance requests to Mr. DeLuca. They will be handled in the order they were received.
Dude, this vault is a mess.
I couldn't agree more. But believe me, it's not from lack of trying. If only Mr. DeLuca would allow me to assist with general maintenance.
It's a Mr. Handy. Why don't you have it doing those roles?
To keep me reserved for his own needs. And those of his sister, of course.
Mr. DeLuca sounds like he prefers slacking off to actual work.
Ah, yes. I've heard those very words repeated by several citizens of the vault. However, they should be grateful.
The Mr. Handy tells the truth.
Limited at best. It's really better he remains hands-off.
Of course, you already knew that.
Yes, X6.
Hey, outside?
Being intelligent.
Do me a favor. If my good-for-nothing brother asks you for Jet, tell him to buzz off.
Alright.
Look, he's a junkie, but he's getting careless. If he gets caught, we're both in trouble. And as much as I'd like to leave this canned paradise, that's not how I want to go.
If he's addicted, you should try to help him get clean.
Don't think I haven't tried. I locked him in his room for a week. It wasn't 2 days before he was using again. Now I admit, I've got my own share of the blame here. Bobby gets his chems from me. But not anymore.
Why bother?
You feed his habit.
He's my brother, and he's overworked. I give him a little Jet, and he perks up.
Overworked, yet he does nothing! How is that even a... How does that exist?
Control, it's another story. He wants to put me at risk, he gets cut off.
Good. That's the first step to helping your brother.
Should have done it a long time ago. But things ain't easy around here.
I get the goodness. But it beats the alternative.
Hey, the outsider.
Place like that.
You lost?
Wouldn't give a
No trading going on here.
You are so scrawny.
This is an interesting room.
Really? Guess maybe for an outsider. Just the old generators down here. Oh, and hey, if you got any Jet on you...
I'm not a dealer. I don't sell drugs.
Hey,
I do sell drugs, I just sell them to other vendors.
If you could keep this little conversation under wraps, I'd appreciate it. Just don't let Tina know. She'd be all over my ass.
Can't wait till I'm off shift. Gonna get wasted tonight.
He said...
Hi, Tina.
I love how Emily's it.
What's that? Hi, Bobby. Have old Rusty.
This vault would fall
Nothing will
apart
ever
if
get
I
done
wasn't
around
here to tell old Rusty to fix it.
His vault will fall apart if he wasn't there to tell the robot to do it for him.
Is it a little crowded in here, or is it just me?
The robot clearly has attitude now. I'm not understanding. Sure, the question is it referring to Stephen King's It, or another thing called It? There's a lot of things in the time now called It. Welcome to Vault 81. Basically, all the crap that says that Vault 81's overseer found experiments they were told to perform too horrific, and basically told Vault-Tec to fuck off once the bombs fell, and didn't do it. Yeah, so they had a nice overseer. Okay, so...
Another lamp. What the hell do these people do to them that they keep breaking?
Yep, good old 81. She's going to hell in a handbasket.
Very many toilets in good old 81.
See Maria at the cafeteria.
I heard Alexis promised one to
There is, like, no real... Now, I'm sure it's Austin that gets 6, so...
Where did that boy get to? Austin Engel.
Ah, wait, that might be the cue I was looking for.
My latest batch of fruit is doing quite well.
Dr. Pensky.
Gonna need more fertilizer soon.
I think I have to leave the vault and then come back into the vault. So where's little Aaron? I might as well get the cat while I'm out there.
Nice Pip-Boy. If it ever starts acting up on you, see Alexis. She'll fix it right up.
Gotta find a little kittling. Find the kittlings. That's a lot harder than it sounds. A lot harder than it sounds. No. There. That looks like a kittling.
I wouldn't give for just one evening of solitude.
Sheltered.
Hey, pal.
Excuse me, ma'am? Have you seen my cat?
I think he's left the vault.
Left the vault? Oh, please.
Hey.
Oh, thank you. His name is Ashes.
Is a cat? How is that cat even? If it's the only cat in the vault, how has it survived? I know cats can live up to about 30 years. Oh, I've definitely heard of samurais, well, they were basically a Japanese lord who basically had a lot of authority. You did not piss the samurai off, because the samurai actually had the legal right to kill you if you got in their way. Shrek, well, I remember when that movie was new. Now he's just sort of become a meme. Toys R Us, you mean the dead toy store? Yep, I remember them. I was around when they were around. I don't think they'll be around much longer, but they were around.
Hope you're not making any trouble.
Wrong way.
Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days.
Boing. Boing. Oh yes, might have put the quest wrong button. Oh yeah, I have already got the cat on. Stretch. Yeah. It's too hot. My Taigu's wearing off. At the moment, Taigu was the only thing keeping me cool. It basically stings my upper lip enough to make me completely forget whatever pain I was in. Ew. 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 Just die. Repulsive creatures. Don't you fly away. That's his for. Making that one cheap shot.
Something out there. Found you.
Seems an unusually weak batch of gunners. Here, gunner. Pathetic. Gunners are kind of pathetic, when they're at low levels. So just in my hair. Dragons are a subject I'm very familiar with, so that's...
Ashes, go home. Aaron misses you.
And the cat goes home. And I think the quest will have started by now. I think. hole in the wall is a bit awkward to trigger. Plutonius, Hydrogenus. How do you live stream? You have to. You basically need some form of streaming software, which I use one called OBS. That's OBS Studio. It's pretty basic to use. You have to set up game captures, and there's enough documentation to tell you how to do the basic stuff. I think. No, I figured it out. Is I just use the basics tutorials it came with. But you basically need to use some form of external software to do it. And then that software gives you a key that you can then give to YouTube to let you, basically telling you where to stream it to. It's a bit awkward to set up, but it is doable.
No offense, but I don't like the way your friend here's looking at me.
Which one? I have 3.
Hey there. Don't you have someone else you can bother? If you're looking for friendly conversation, you won't find it here.
Miserable.
Work never ends in Vault 81.
Stay safe.
I wonder if they made these vaults crap on purpose, just so people had something to do. Dragon Ball Z I've heard of, and that's about it. I think I watched a few bits of the anime when I was a kid, but I don't remember much when I was a kid. There wasn't much on. Oof. I love how they have a special kid-sized Pip-Boy.
It was no big deal.
You're still my hero. Mom says I can give you this. Ashes!
I got a fusion core back.
So now they got us cooped up in here to watch
And
Aaron.
I bet Mom's gonna
It's
make me give you a
ridiculous.
bath.
Another cat appeared. That must be the male. And there's only like one type of cat in this vault, so... There it goes, it's triggered now. Run along, run along.
We'd be seeing you again.
Yeah. I went looking for a cat, of course I was.
Boy ever act up on you? Mine's been glitchy lately.
Where is sickbay? There.
You have to do something, Jacob.
I'm running the test as fast as I can, Priscilla. I can't treat Austin until I know what he's infected with.
Dr. Forsyth.
Not now, Bobby. And you, stranger, will have to wait your turn. We have an emergency here. Austin got bitten by a mole rat. Isn't that enough, Jacob? There can't be that many mole rat diseases or toxins.
Rachel is exactly.
Time is an obscure thing. It's just...
But these aren't ordinary.
We're all living in the past.
He knows what kind of diseases they are carrying. Because he's just a child, it's affecting him more severely.
Dr. Forsyth, please. I think I found something that might help Austin.
Bobby!
Hold on, Priscilla. What is it, Bobby?
Well, you know that door Austin found? He found it because of me. I keep my private things in there. He saw me get them.
You mean your chems?
Get to the point, Bobby.
I love how everyone knows.
A whole extra vault in there, but half ruined and caved in. There was this terminal there, so I started poking around in it. There were some notes and stuff about using mole rats to grow viruses. They also said that they used them to make vaccines and treatments.
A secret vault. Good lord, I've never heard of such a thing.
Bobby, you're a genius. A junkie genius. There might be a cure for whatever Austin got from that mole rat somewhere in that place. You there. How would you like to do Vault 81 a favor and possibly save my boy's life?
I would be glad to help.
I was hoping I could count on you.
No, you can actually be a dick at the end of this one.
Secret stash. There is a chance that somewhere in there is a cure for Austin. If you find it.
You can be an actual dick at the end of this one and not save the kid. Oh, Bobby. Waddle a bit. There is some pace. A kid's life is at stake, and you can't even go. Oh dear! Look at him go. Look at that scrawny. Look at him. Look how scrawny he is. Look at him go. He is so scrawny.
Be quick and find that cure.
Come on. Oh, he's stuck. Oh dear, watching NPCs. Hey, shut up, Pip-Boy.
Has been very honest about Austin's prognosis. I'm so scared I'll lose him.
Come on.
I'm coming! You are the one who isn't moving, and since you know where the door is. That looks suspicious. Identical.
Bobby.
Secret Vault 81. That works. Now I want something reliable. Because I don't want to get the
Identify yourself. This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Lovely. Okay.
Looks like they were planning to expand the vault.
I don't think so.
Mistake you'll ever make. Abiding citizens have nothing to fear. Please take cover.
Useful on him? I'll keep watching.
A little cautious getting my mortal rat disease. More. Oh, it's a machine gun one. It's not a threat. Might as well unlock the protect drone.
Yes.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Go, waddle, my friend! Let it go.
Protect and serve.
Let it do its duty. That is one small lavatory. Oh dear, this thing is so fucking slow. Elder Scrolls Online holds no interest to me. At least it's upfront about it being an MMO, and it is just an MMO with a vaguely Elder Scrolls theme. And that's all it really is. Oh my god, could this thing move any slower? This thing is so fucking slow. This bit where the mole rats are.
Too great to control the common folk.
Oh, this typical Typical Vault Tech. Typical Vault Tech. Sinister at its core.
Well, this is gonna be a joy for you. You get to nag me and I can't go anywhere.
Oh, real nice, Holt. Make this about you. Don't you think about anyone other than yourself? Your daughter could get sick like Austin, and you're worried about spending time with your family?
I have things to do. We don't have to hide away in here.
You're so busy, Holt. You have so much to do. Please, explain to Erin why your needs are more important than her safety.
Just never mind.
Idiot.
I love how aware my companions are of mole rats. Another Vault Tech experiment. Fallout versus Skyrim. Well, I'll probably go with Skyrim, even though I do enjoy the Fallout. It's just because compared to individually, they aren't as big as Skyrim, and there isn't as much to do as Skyrim. So I'll go with Skyrim for that reason. Yes, it's... Typical Vault Tech. Always something sinister going on.
You and your staff are to make sure every resident remains under stringent medical observation. We can't risk this pathogen spreading, Dr. Forsyth. How is Austin doing?
The infection progressed quite rapidly. We need to wait.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds what kicked off this awful Battle Royale fad. At least it wasn't advertised to hell and back like bloody Fortnite is. You know, I don't hate PUBG half as much as I hate Fortnite. I despise Fortnite. It's everywhere. I just want the fad to die. Oh fuck, it's all it.
Careful. Carry that wood on a wrap. That's thin.
Bloody mole rats are in here. I've heard of H1Z1. I know it's about zombies, and that's about it. The fuck? These mole rats go about absolutely bloody everywhere. It went to the Protectrone, really? That would have been laughable if it was sinister.
Nice.
Alright, look. See, that has the appropriate stuff in it, the skeleton. That just has a barrel. Oh, that has a skeleton in it. That has a skeleton in it. And it makes a good use of those lockers.
Useless.
Oh, another stranger. Are you Vault-Tec security? I've waited so very patiently for you to arrive.
Who the heck are you?
I am a Contagions Vulnerability Robotic Infirmary Engineer, or CVR-IT. The human scientists call me Curie. Or more properly, they called me this when they were alive. I repeat, are you Vault-Tec security?
Obviously not.
Do I look like Vault-Tec security? Jeez.
Over the long years, who is to say what is fashionable now? True, your attire is a bit dirty, but not all people properly value the importance.
I don't think you realise that I'm not wearing anything Vault branded.
I completed my primary duties 83 years ago. Thousands of pathogens were grown in the mole rat hosts. Then a single broad spectrum cure was developed to treat them all. Very satisfying work for many decades. Now, please tell me you are authorized to release me from the lab.
I am authorized.
I am so authorized. You are released.
I think Muzelk is a YouTuber. That's about all I know. I love how I am authorized.
Excellent.
I entrust you with the broad spectrum cure I
As the most useless bobblehead ever.
equivalent to my digital Hippocratic oath. Please use it quickly to prevent any undue suffering. However, be advised, there is only one dose left, and I can no longer make any more.
Yeah. Why can't you make any more?
If that is all, I am most eager to leave.
You only have one dose?
That is correct. There used to be more.
And you don't have the plans to make more? Batman is a DC Comics superhero who basically his only superpower is he's rich.
You're just giving me the cure?
My primary responsibility is to obey the orders of specified Vault, but since you have graciously discharged me of this duty, I can give you the cure without directly disobeying my previous order. And if you happen to use the cure to save, hopefully now, since my job here is...
And Mr. Handy is leaving. Well, it's actually a Miss Nanny. Complete with bad French accent. Like, really, really. It looks like the Mr. Handys have a bad British accent. I don't know, are French nannies that common?
Stimulating traveling with you.
I never... I never told it to travel with me, it's just coming with me on its own. Well, that was so that's where that... And no one ever questioned where that door led. I love how no one ever wondered where that door went.
Watch out for the maintenance. It never ends.
Yeah, they never once checked. I love how they never once checked that out. There's a whole door. Why are you following me? And yes, you can romance this one. You'll see why when it gets to the end of its quest. You can see its sort of personal quest. You can see why, because it gets stuck in the body of a synth. And to be honest, I prefer the robot because it's more unique than just another human.
The cure. You found it.
Here. Take the cure and use it on the boy.
Only one dose? I hope this works. If it doesn't, there won't be anything analyzed to try again.
I heard you had returned.
Yeah, being in their debt is better than anything else. I mean, granted, taking it to the Brotherhood and having them mass produce it would be the best option, but apparently they don't let you do that. Yeah. I love how they have a child-sized bed.
It shouldn't be long.
Not quite sure why the child's need like specifically tiny.
You were really sick, Austin. Our visitor from the Commonwealth saved your life.
Really? Gee, thanks, man.
I was worried to death about you, Austin. What got into your fool head? Going into a place like that?
Nothing exciting ever happens here. I just wanted to see what was in there.
Well, if it hadn't been for our friend here, you might have died. Thank you. I know you made sacrifices to help him. I know Dr. Pinsky will be grateful. For my part, I'd like to give you this syringer. I had it for years and never really had a use for it.
She's not the only one. The whole vault is thankful. I'd like to give you...
There are quite a few syringes in the world. Never heard of Ira, though. Who's Jaden?
Get off the elevator. Once again, thank you.
Can
I
see
hope you
Gran?
enjoy your
How about something to
accommodations.
eat? I'm
I wanted to say thank you
starving.
again for what you did for Austin. You've opened a lot of eyes around here, including my own. I had no idea of the dangers Vault Tech had hidden away so close to home. I can't believe so many died just behind our walls.
Vault Tech was a corrupt corporation. They got just what they deserved down there.
From what I've seen, I believe you. I hate to think of what they had planned for us. But on the good side, you made a real impression on our anti-Commonwealth people. They're realizing outsiders really can be trusted, and do more good than just providing resources. You'll always be welcome here, and I hope you make a habit of visiting. Having a trusted outsider would help serve as a reminder.
I can see Curie waiting outside the door, ready to ambush me.
Someday, I'm gonna check out the Commonwealth.
A moment, please. I have been trapped so many years. I believe it's customary to thank you for your role in saving me. My entire life has been in this vault. I have analyzed and learned everything there is to know here. So now I must see the rest of the Commonwealth. Consult with scientists.
What are you looking to learn up there?
Down here is an enclosed system, and without the introduction of new mutagens, viruses or bacteria, it is quite dull, medically speaking. The world up there is infinitely more...
Oh, microbiologists, you are a weird people.
...can be found and studied.
They are like that.
After the bombs, the common...
But surely there is still men of learning out there, and if nothing else, there is data. I can see you already have company. Please, madame...
Come along.
There's no reason why you can't just have multiple people with you. It makes no sense.
Hey.
You need something, yes?
I need to ask you something.
What is it?
Your thoughts?
Humanity is so resilient.
That was it.
As you say.
It's also the only companion you cannot max in their current form. Affinity-wise, you have to turn it into human, which is just creepy and wrong. The elevator panel. Ugh. Even though it's supposed to be a Miss Nanny, it still says Mr. Handy on the back. Same goes with the Mr. Gutsies, they still have that sort of raised, embossed, well, the opposite of embossed. What's the opposite of embossed? Lettering on the back.
Hope that Pip-Boy belongs to you. Your Pip-Boy ever act up on you? It's been glitchy lately.
I
Boing.
heard make a quick recovery.
Boing. Into the Commonwealth. So that's pretty much Vault 81. It's one of the few actual settlements in Fallout 4, and I'm not talking about shitty settlement system settlements. It's one of the few actual proper settlements. Oh dear.
Make a move and I'll end you, Wastelander.
You know, it just seemed appropriate to aim crickets to Wasteland Guardians as Trigger and Happy, for the combination of Trigger Happy. Yeah, I tried to make them comedic names. It probably failed, because my sense of humour is apparently very odd. That's not really a carrot anymore, is it? A good kick would bring down this door. And yet, no, I have to stick a bobby pin of 5 into it. Oh no! Not a chemistry station. Not a drugs lab. Complete with weird fluorescent light. Yeah, it was clearly a little produce, you know, farmer's market sort of thing, or just a little greenhouse shop. But then there was a drugs lab in the back. No, I'm still gonna rock boing. I think that's the Mass Pike interchange. I think. Is it? Yeah, it says Mass Pike. That'll do. Yawn. As to quite why they need to build a shack on top of that, I don't know. But they did, and it doesn't really matter. Turns out it was completely pointless anyway. Yeah, just no ominous green sky. It's only when there's a rad storms they get ominous. You know, clearly the Boston Wasteland or the Commonwealth is a lot better than the Capital Wasteland for general feeling. When it comes to less, it's, you know, it's a much nicer place to be than like a horrible, nasty, really nasty Capital Wasteland, which is basically permanently radioactive. I mean, Boston's pretty unradioactive, but in comparison. I'm not yawning again. I'm good at yawning. Let's go kill off some Gunnars. There is a coup. Oh, God. As well use a platform of summonation. There's the summon platform. Fucking Assaultrons! I was very lucky to survive that, they are extremely powerful. Drink 2 quantums, that'll work. Also, I think in an earlier stream I mentioned that you're not going to be breaking T45 armor. That's a bloody Assaultron, I hear it. They can actually insta-kill you with those blades. They are incredible. They are by far the most dangerous enemy in Fallout 4, the Assaultron Dominators. They may not take the most killing, but they definitely do the most damage. Getting the shack of power. There's actually a fight here. That explains so much damage. Pretty massively overpowered weapon. You know what? Just cheat and use that. This machine guns hurt like hell. Oh, you died, fat. Oh, you were a private. Poor guy. He's giving shit equipment. How dare you? I love how I punch his body goes behind me and his head goes up.
You're on gunner business, so back off.
Hey there.
Here on gunner.
Wow, you were weak. One bloody shot. See, you were a bit stronger. You know, a much better weapon, but he was still slightly better. Oh, Curie has teleported up. Because it's a really hard to assault location. That clearly got confused by me landing on it.
Hey.
They should send a message to the gunners to stay off my back.
You aren't afraid the gunners will retaliate?
The way these lunatics act, you'd think they would. But I know better. The gunners, it's always about the bottom line. And they just lost this entire way station, and that cost them big. Besides, they have no way of knowing I was involved. Anyway...
This isn't Skyrim where crime is telepathic.
I'm the one that dragged you out here.
Well, I wasn't about to let you have all this fun alone.
Glad you enjoyed it. Tell you what, I'm going to give you back the caps you paid me in Good Neighbor. I'll still stick with you because that was part of the original deal, but now we're even. There you go. I guess we're done here. Lead on, boss.
He does give you the money back, huh? And then he does have another bit of his quest. It's not just killing those two dumbasses. Like those two weak dumbasses. Well, I haven't been across this side of the lake? Have I not been in this like, sort of area at all? Huh. Guess I didn't know. Now, I'm not particularly, with 5 minutes left on my clock, I'm not particularly enthralled with the idea of going over there. Even with level 70 something, there is still nothing but bloody stunted fucking Yaoguai. I swear that's all there is for bloody Yaoguai. There are bigger and better ones, but there are, well, for some reason the one I always seem to get is the stunted piles of shit. Speaking of Yaoguai, oh, you just hit a beep 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 boop. The Brotherhood tends to win fights.
Excuse me.
I hope I live long enough to witness the Brotherhood's next triumph.
They are better equipped than most. Now these guys actually have the right rifles, that's good. You don't have a Brotherhood pattern minigun, but that's because you're X6. Derp. I just saw power armor and I thought, you don't. Do you have a Brotherhood one? I can't. No, you don't. So that means you need resetting. And you need recycling. Ag! You do have the right rifle? I daren't reset power armor. I just daren't reset it. But he hasn't actually got the right rifle anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, go south doodles, back to that like radioactive shit camp, because that's actually, I think that's where I was going, wasn't it? I will clear out that super mutant camp before going across the river to, or lake. I think it is. It's a lake. I think going across the lake tomorrow, next week. Oh, I can't remember the date. I'll have to figure out in my brain. You know, I will have to figure out in my brain, but there will be. I am going on my annual holiday at like the end. But then again, that's the end, sort of beginning of summer anyway, so it's not really a problem. Yeah, it's sort of the beginning of summer anyway, so it's not really a problem. I'll mention it on the week before it's necessary to. Smashy, smashy. Leg cockatuate. Why are they all so odd names? Wouldn't it like they're so un-American? They're not simple names. What are what the natives are naming them? So they sound more Native American than they do American.
Find them and kill them.
Boom. Boom. Oh, it's a doggy. There is now a headless doggy. There's a massive concrete block with a rocket attached to it, just landed at its head.
Got it.
You know, this is the highest damage per shot melee weapon. Well, not this specific one. I think there's a bladed, more ridiculous bladed one's more powerful, but this one looks better. You know, this looks more like an actual weapon. The bladed one just looks ridiculous, because a sword blade like that would just break if you whacked with it. They are not as strong as, anywhere near as strong as they look. They shatter. But that is, I've run out of time, so that is the end of the stream. Just gotta find 2 saves, because I always make 2 saves just in case one fucks up. That is the end of this stream. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all past live streams. Good. Bye.